You don't need more confidence. You need more discomfort because the business you say you want, it lives on the other side of all the conversations you keep avoiding. Welcome to Elevate with Enbody. I'm your host, Tim Enbody. And on this show, we're going to specialize this all for you mortgage and real estate professionals who want ownership, not excuses. Today, we're talking about the reason most people get stuck in their business. Comfort. Comfort feels responsible. It feels controlled. It feels safe, but comfort is none of those things. Comfort is not posting because you're worried about judgment. Comfort is making the call because you don't want the rejection. Comfort is not raising your standards because the pressure feels like it's starting to get uncomfortable. Comfort protects your ego and quietly kills your growth. And the part that's most dangerous is most professionals don't even recognize it when it's happening because comfort is sneaky. It comes up on you out of nowhere. It's like a leopard coming through the field. It disguises itself as patience. It disguises itself as preparation. Sometimes it even disguises itself as a strategy. But in reality, it's avoidance. In mortgage and real estate, if you're not uncomfortable, you're not expanding at all. The market doesn't reward your comfort. It rewards exposure. Exposure is often uncomfortable, right? Exposure to conversations, exposure to rejection, exposure to visibility. And here's the biggest lie. Most professionals tell themselves when the pressure shows up, I just need more confidence. No, confidence is where growth starts, but confidence shows up later. You've done the uncomfortable already. At those times is when the discomfort starts to show up. And I want you to understand this. Discomfort is not a bad thing. It creates action. If you're on edge and you're like, oh, if I lean too far forward, I'm going to fall in. That uncomfort is you preparing for something big. Action creates that proof. Proof is going to bring you the confidence that you're actually seeking, okay? That's the order. You don't wait to feel confident before you post. Does that make sense? You post, you adjust, you improve. Confidence will catch up. Trust me. You don't wait to feel confident before you go out and prospect. You prospect, you refine, you improve. That's confidence. It catches up. So if confidence isn't the issue, your tolerance for discomfort likely is. I don't blame anybody because being uncomfortable in a situation, the awkwardness you feel, the butterflies in your stomach, is he going to say yes? Is she going to say no? Am I going to get up from everybody? Am I going to start talking cursive? It's going to happen, guys. But when you're doing this, you start to build a rhythm. This is where the conversation gets a little more real. There's a powerful idea in a book that I just recently read. It's Extreme Ownership by Jocko. Jocko talks about how the Navy SEALs train. And this blew me away. I had goosebumps for half the book. They don't train for comfort. They train in controlled chaos, cold water, sleep deprivation, the relentless pressure. Not because it's enjoyable, not because they're being bullies, because they're training themselves to become comfortable being uncomfortable. So when real pressure shows up, they're ready. They've been there. They've done that. And in business, it works the exact same way. If rejection feels uncomfortable, train it. If visibility feels uncomfortable, train it. If asking directly for referrals feels uncomfortable, train it. Because the professionals winning in this industry aren't avoiding discomfort. I guarantee you that. They've simply trained themselves to handle it. And how do you do that? Because they trained it. And every professional listening right now has a comfort zone. The question is whether you're honest enough to see it. Are you calling warm leads? You only call the leads that somebody kind of set up for you. Are you only posting safe content? Okay, this one shouldn't get me in trouble with my compliance officer. Now, granted, I'm not telling you to break it. I'm just telling you to push it. Are you only talking to the people you already trust and know you? If I'm going to go have a conversation with you and you already know that I'm married to Abby, I have 4 kids, I have a dog, I have a cat, I live over in Cascade. Am I going to have anything awkward to talk to you about? It's the stranger, right? Because if that's the case, that's not a strategy for you. That's a safety. That safety harness won't let you fall, but it's not going to let you do a lot of other things either. And safety keeps people average. Nobody ruins their potential overnight, by the way. It happens slowly. They slowly trade discomfort for ease. They slowly trade courage for control, trade growth to be familiar. And 5 years, 10 years later, nothing's changed. Not their business, not their production, absolutely not their income. Comfort is the most expensive drug in this business because you go to work every day, you're like, I know how to do a 1003. I know how to do an inspection if I'm a realtor. I know these homes, I know this market. You start to feel comfortable with all that stuff. But the reality of it is it just slowly dulls your edge. It convinces you the market is the problem. It convinces you timing is the problem. It convinces you other people just got lucky. But growth requires friction. Visibility requires risk. Leadership requires discomfort. And if you avoid discomfort long enough, you can build something that feels stable, but it will never become scalable. So here's the move. For the next 7 days, increase your discomfort intentionally. Post something bold. Make the call you've been avoiding. You've been putting it off. Ask directly for the referral. Raise your standards publicly. Not reckless, but be intentional, because small discomfort compounds into confidence. Avoidance compounds into regret. And professionals winning today in this business, they're not more talented than you. They're not in better markets than you. They've simply less addicted to comfort than you. So if you're serious about elevating your business, stop waiting to feel ready. Increase your tolerance for discomfort, because everything you want in this business lives on the other side of it. Until next time, keep elevating your business and your brand.